Hi, I'm Johnny Capone, and I'm from the class of 2016 of high school. And I'm here to give you advice because I know school's starting soon, and so are my sisters. And for the ones that are going into high school, just don't worry about it, don't think about it. Just go in, don't try to take over. That's, that's your school, but you don't run it. I mean, you're a student. You're not there to be the biggest student, the most noticed student. You're there to learn. That's the student part. It's not a circus. You're not there for everybody to look at you. And part of that is you're not better than anybody. Everybody's equal. Everybody's the same. Everybody's there to learn. And it's a Disney shirt, is no less than this. This is no better than this. Do you understand? And some advice now, you're there to learn. Stay out of business that's not yours, even if it is your business. Don't make anything big. If you see something getting out of hand that you're involved in, just walk away. Don't let it escalate. Just drama, there doesn't need to be drama. That's the most unnecessary thing. I've had drama, but that was earlier on, maybe 6th, 7th grade. I haven't been in drama since 8th grade, and because I learned that you don't need to be. There's no point to it. So say you're going through the lobby or the hall, and you see kids arguing or a fight about to break out. Instead of standing there watching or pulling out your phone to record, keep going. Go to class. Go to class and write down what's on the board in your notebook, because most likely it's a very important thing, because that's the lesson for the day and you're going to remember what the whole thing's about, full circle. So walk away from the fights, the drama. Don't get involved. You're there to learn. And that brings me to this. It's not about this. Is this a nice shoe to you? Yeah. Does anybody care? No. Don't go around oh, I got the nicer shoes than you. What are those? No, who cares? You're there to learn. Always take one of these. Okay? This is important. Have multiples of these. Pencils, pens, Sharpies, markers. I know markers, you'll need them for certain things. And if you have contacts like I do, take a bottle of this and keep it in your bag, trust me. And please, nobody wants to smell your stank, but wear a lot of this. Maybe one spritz of this. It's a good brand, very expensive. Don't even wear this. Okay, remember, wear this. Very light on this. Do not overdo this. Don't overdo this. Seriously. It's not an uncapped fire hydrant. This in a shower is mainly what you should be doing. Don't ever... if you wear body spray, you can't afford expensive cologne, that's fine. But just, that's it. Girls will notice. And they don't want to smell a lot of this. If you got a nice cologne, just, that's it. Deodorant goes a long way. And that gets me to this. Drink a lot of water, because most schools in the United States, not a lot of them have great AC. And starting in the beginning of the school year, it's still really hot out. And you're going to gym. And not all water fountains are cold. Some of them, okay, I had a water fountain in the basement of my school. It tastes like someone shoved a bunch of powder pills in it. It was disgusting. But the ones by the cafeteria were great. If you want to fill up your bottle, just take a bottle, fill it up at the fountain. But once you drink it, you could keep filling up. You need water. You don't want to be dehydrated. That's all you'll be thinking about. And a lot of this, hand sanitizer, you don't want to get sick and miss school. You want to be going to school. It's the very pivotal moments of your life. Most of this stuff throughout your teenage life happens in school, your biggest moments. You know, you don't want to miss them by being sick because you're not sanitizing and killing the germs or washing your hands. Wash your hands. And nobody cares what you have in this, honestly. Nobody cares. It's not who got more money, who's more popular, who goes to more parties. It's not about that. You have time for that in college. That's what all of that college stuff is for. College is the main thing. It's like, oh, I'll buy the keg, you know, and oh, I'll spray a bunch of this on, try to smell nastily expensive, you know. I'm not gonna even tell you how much that is, but it's what. And get your sleep. Don't be staying up all night. You need to be sleeping. Son of a... Sorry, I couldn't reach it. But you need to be sleeping. Don't be up all night playing this. It'll be there after school. Actually, after you finish your homework. It'll be there after you finish your homework. Do your homework. That is the most important part. And it's okay to be cool with the teachers. They're not your enemies. They're there to learn. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff my teachers did. I had a teacher when I was in like 4th or 5th grade. She drove an hour and 20 minutes every day to come teach us. And they got to deal with a lot of crap. They don't want to deal with your like arguing or like you think you're better than them because you might make more money one day, because teachers are very underpaid. They deserve way more, you know? And let's see if I have something else. No, just stay out of the drama, focus on school, keep your grades up, do your homework. If you're struggling, just tell someone. You can't get help when nobody knows you need help, so just tell someone. You don't get help if you don't tell someone. They need to know you need it so they can help you. And if they don't, ask a student. I mean, they're your peers. They're not there to help you. If they have a problem helping you, then don't talk to them, because that's not someone you want to be friends with then, if they won't even help you succeed. You know what I mean? So, yeah, stay off this. Just get your sleep. Try to be in bed by 11:30. If you watch your shows, I know there's a lot of good shows on in winter. Right now, Ballers on HBO, that's back. And if I was in school, that's on Sundays at like 10. So, that's a good show. So, I'd be up, but just record it and watch it after you do your homework the next day, you know? You don't need to be in the loop that exact moment. Like, if you get a spoiler, then just watch the episode and see what they were talking about, because you'll find out in one way or another what happens, whether you watch it right then or someone tells you the next day. You'll still find out. So it's not a big deal. Just record it and watch it the next day. And yeah, if you're going into your senior year, congrats. Just focus. It's not that run through year. I can't lie to you. I don't know if you'll get homework. I didn't get much homework, but it was the stuff in class that was the most important stuff. I had U.S. Gov and economics. You have to pass the 2 classes, both of them, just to graduate when I was in school. So there will be classes where you are that you have to pass to graduate. And I took an elective business math. Economics and business math, it's not all malarkey. It's important. Everything in that class they taught you about how to pay your taxes and credit card fees and everything like that. And like I know you say, oh, nothing they teach us we're ever going to use. Well, take the stuff they will teach you. You have opportunities like music. You might not be a big musician one day, but maybe you could have be filling in for like Carnegie Hall or the CLO, you know, like the opera music, the trumpets, everything like that. Maybe you get called to fill in one day. I don't know. So maybe you could have a shot at a professional music gig, like playing the trumpet, you know. And then there's things like some math, and I mean, you won't need like geometry. There's things like you're in your yard, you're trying to figure out angles to cut the grass, or you're trying to get a fence put in. You need to figure out the lengths, the measurements, the circumference, or not circumference, that's a circle, but like the perimeter of your yard, the feet, everything like that. So you need to figure out the shape. Sorry, I just burped in, cut it out. But, you know, there's things in geometry you will use, and there's something in every class you'll end up using. It's not as useless as you make it out to be. And stop telling the teachers everything they're teaching you'll never use. It's useless. Show you how to do a job, like work. That's what trade school's for. That's what career schools are for. You can go to them after high school once you've finished your high school education. Okay? So focus on that first. Stop trying to learn stuff that you don't need to know yet, because you could still learn that. You could learn hands-on experiences just from working at something. Go get a job part-time while you're in high school and get experience just from doing those jobs, you know. And that's how you build up to things. Like, I want to do hotel management, so what I would do without going to school, here's how I would do it. I'd go be a bellhop at a hotel because I could lift luggage because I'm strong, and I work my way up. I pay attention to what the managers are doing. I figure out how they file their papers, crunch the numbers, everything like that. And then I go to school with knowledge already in my head, so I know what I'm going in, how to bang it out, fly through the course, because I know a lot of the stuff already, because I have first-hand experience. So that, yeah, I mean, it's not useless. You just don't realize it. Science. You go to science class. Who knows? Like, if, say you're in a store somewhere and something like a chemical spills on your hands and you think you're in mortal danger, what if you know what it is and you're fine and people are freaking out? You're like, no, it's just this or something, you know? And you just wash it off. You know, there's stuff, all kinds of stuff. Physics there's a lot of physics in driving. If you want to drive a car, there's a ton of physics to do with that. Like going downhill, you got to hold your foot on the brake and know when to let go once you get to the bottom and everything like that, and knowing when to stop. Newton's law of motion. And you got to know when to start slowing down. So, yeah. So just focus, bust it out. It'll be gone before you know it. It'll be so in the back of your mind once you're out of school. Like, all my memories, as soon as I graduate, boom, and then it started again, weeks and weeks and months, and it's 2 years after I graduate now. I miss it all. If I could do a senior year again, I would go back, honestly. It just flew to the front of my mind. Like, I miss it, so just enjoy it now, because it'll be gone, and you're like, wow, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed school. Like, I know it was a hassle going at 7 a.m. every day. I had to start walking at 6:50 if I didn't even want to eat breakfast. If I want to eat breakfast, I had to go at 6:30. Because at my part of town, we had to walk. Excuse me. And, you know, it seemed like a hassle. But you realize, you go walking, you get up, you get a shower, you're all freshened up, you put on some nice clothes, you walk into school, you feel good. You go into school, your day is great because you feel good. You get a shower. Always get a shower in the morning. Don't do that night crap, because you wake up, you feel nasty. You got crust in your eye, your face is oily, your hair's greasy, and you're just like, ugh. And then you put on some clean clothes, and then you instantly dirty them. You know, and get a shower in the morning. Just get up earlier. Just make yourself do it. Just force yourself, you know? It's like, oh, I just can't do it. Just put it in your mind that you want it. You need to do it, you know? And you will. Like, I've woke up at 4:30 a.m. just to do things I needed to do on my own, you know? And you don't even understand. When I go on my trips, I have to get up at 3 a.m. every freaking time because we take the first flight out. If I want to go on the vacation, I have to get up early. If you want to go to school and learn and feel good and have a good day, it's all about you. How your day is goes off of you. If there's stuff going on at school, like people are arguing or drama, don't get in it and your day's fine. When you involve yourself, and that's when your day goes haywire and sucks. and you get called to the office, and you might get suspended, and your mom sits you down. That's what happens when you get involved in the drama. Like, stuff like that happens. When you stay out of it, you just walk through the hall. You go with the flow. Your day is fine. Don't pick a fight with the teacher, and they won't yell at you. And your day is fine. It's a good day. You had gym. You played some softball. You got a little sweaty. Put deodorant on. You go. Okay, that's another thing. Go in the locker room. Wet a rag. Or not rag. Some paper towel. Wipe off. Seriously, wipe off. Wipe your neck. Wipe your forehead. All this. Underarms. And try to get as much back as you can. And then dry off with a dry paper towel. You don't realize how much of a difference that makes if you wipe off after gym and then reapply this. And then that's when you will need this, because it's in your clothes. If you don't change for gym, like if you already wear shorts and like an athletic shirt, maybe you'll need to change your shoes or something. I don't know. Are you wearing sandals? Honestly, you're probably wearing sneakers anyways. But yeah, just don't get involved in anything that's doesn't need your input, and then you'll be fine. Your day will be good. Yeah, getting back to what I was saying, you get a shower. You're walking to school. It's like the sun's not even peaking yet. The birds are chirping. It's very peaceful. You're walking past some trees. It's very quiet. You're relaxed. You go eat some breakfast. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I never had breakfast. I still don't eat breakfast, But it is important. But there's people, you won't always need to eat breakfast. Some will be fine, But if you want to eat breakfast so you have some food in your stomach so you can focus on school. So you're not thinking about, when's the lunch? So, yeah, class, what year is this? Class of 2019. Good luck. Hope you get some good scholarship offers. And the ones that are going to go to work after, save up and seriously consider paying your own way to school. Get some post schooling, college or community college, something. You'll always need something to fall back on. You can't work in a restaurant forever. So, and a freshman, keep this clean. Keep these dry. You'll be fine. You got 4 years. But so did everybody else. You don't have it bad because you're a freshman. Everybody else was before. We all have to go through it. And you'll be a senior one day, and you'll be looking at the freshmen. Seniors, stick up for the little people. Don't let these kids get made fun of, these kids that don't have as much as you. Just don't let it happen. And be their friend. Invite them to lunch. Like, it's not as bad as you think. When I was in school, I was in 10th grade. This kid's sitting by himself. He's not even from this country. He just came from the Philippines a few months ago, He didn't know English too well, but he knew English because, like, Filipinos are Japanese in a way. It's like, and a lot of Japanese know English, so he already knew English. Like, he's I don't know, he still had his island slang, but I went and sat by him, and we became, like, best friends. We went to Kennywood, and it was awesome. You never know what kind of friends you'll make. This isn't supposed to sound bad or racist or anything. I friended a foreigner. How many people just go up to a kid from another country and just friend them, Befriend them, and, like, you never know what kind of friends you'll make. So maybe the smaller kid with, like, I don't know, like, off-brand clothes, doesn't matter, and you friend them. Maybe they're really cool. Maybe they like to play sports. I mean, they probably have a basketball or football, Maybe they like sports. Maybe they play, just because they have cheaper clothes doesn't mean they're not cool, or doesn't mean they're not cool or unique or funny or fun. They probably like to go to the movies like you, So be friends with everybody you can. Don't make enemies, and just enjoy it. Have fun. And have fun. From yours truly, Johnny Capone, of class of 2016.